The take-home portion of each exam has included a palette bar over on the left for entering different symbolic notation formulas. We haven't had to use that much so far, but starting with this test and then more extensively for take-home exam 4, we'll need to use some of these tools. So we're going to just look at a quick preview of a few of the things we'll want to use for this test. So for instance, if we're trying to construct a confidence interval for a mean, we would want to construct, for instance, the 95% confidence interval estimate for mu. So we can click on this button for mu and enter that symbol in. So we can say the 95% confidence interval estimate for mu is, and then there's also an interval button. So we can type in an ordered pair. For our purposes, we'll be using this as an interval. You can use that and then obviously type in your lower bound to your upper bound. Or you can also just do that with parentheses to enter in that value. If we're looking at constructing two sample estimates, then we'll want to say construct the confidence interval estimate for mu1 minus mu2, m1 minus m2, p1 minus p2. So we could do that by first hitting the mu key, and then we'll use the subscript button to get that subscript 1. To get out of that, we can press the right arrow key, minus mu, and then subscript 2 again. So we can use that process to write that notation to demonstrate what we're estimating is the difference between those two population means. We could also do something similar for estimating the difference of, say, P1 minus P2. So in this case, there's no specific button for P, that's just the regular English letter P, but we can hit subscript 1. Click out to the right to get out of that box, minus P sub 2. So again, we could state that what we're estimating is the difference between our two population proportions. Or if we wanted to type that whole thing in inside sort of that equation editor, we could start by hitting mu, but then backspace to delete that and type an m for median, sub 1 minus m sub 2, if for instance we're estimating the difference between two population medians.